Hello friends, I Nirmala Rawat welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, a big heartfelt thank you. Thank you for supporting me and being there. Let's continue with chapter 11, part 4. Mata reached a small broken down hut badly in need of repair. A young woman sat outside before a murti of Parvati Ma encased in an abundance of flowers. The woman was singing to Parvati Ma in a moving, mournful tone, the sacred sounds woven with a sadness so tangible that it brought tears to Mata's eyes. Mata approached quietly so as not to disturb her and sat a few feet behind the woman. As she listened to the chanting, Mata entered a state of meditation. Suddenly, the chanting stopped. The sound of a small, pitiful cry brought Mata out of her meditation. The woman had risen and was staring at her in fear. She began to back away. Mata responded immediately. "You have no reason to fear me," she said, rising from her seat. "I was gathering plants nearby and heard your beautiful chanting. I could not help but come to see who was calling out to Parvati Ma with such longing." Mata now had an opportunity to view the woman who had a disheveled appearance, with her abundant hair unkempt and flowing freely around her face. She was thin, almost gaunt. One could see the remnants of beauty in her young face. The bloom of youth prematurely faded. Her eyes were hollow, sunken from tears and the absence of sleep. Mata's heart went out to her. Who was this young woman, and what had led her to such despair? Mata's words did not ease the woman's fear, and she continued to back away. "Who are you?" she asked in a trembling voice. "I am Sita. I am staying not far from here with my husband Ram and brother-in-law Lakshman." "This cannot be," the woman cried in a fearful voice. "Please do not test me. Tell me who you truly are and what you want from me." A sigh rose in her chest and she began to weep. Never had anyone doubted Mata's identity before? She was perplexed but replied, "It is true. I am Sita. I am living with my husband and brother-in-law in a small hut not far from here at edge of the forest." "My dear child, what has caused this great fear in you?" Seeing that words alone would not erase her doubts, with her calm and loving eyes, Mata silently entered her heart and gently lifted the fear from the woman's mind. Smiling, Mata held out her hand to her. "Look into my eyes, and you will know that I am truly the one I say I am." The woman wiped her tears and with some hesitation looked into Mata's eyes. Those loving eyes that healed all who gazed into the depths. "Yes, I do believe you now." She slowly reached out to accept Mata's hand. The other woman, her eyes were not clear and tender like yours. "There is no deception in your eyes." Suddenly, she realized that she was truly standing before Mata Sita and had doubted her identity. She was overcome with remorse. Sinking to the ground, she touched Mata's feet and exclaimed, "Mata, please forgive me for doubting who you were. I never could have imagined that I would have the honor of meeting you. I do not deserve this honor, and I have nothing to offer you." Mata was so moved by the woman's appearance and words that she could not speak for several minutes. What had happened to this woman to bring her to such a state? Gently lifting her, she said, "Your trust is the only thing I seek. I feel your pain in my heart, but I do not know the cause. Perhaps if you share with me your story, we can together remove the root of your suffering. I am afraid, Mata, that is not possible. She looked off into the distance, seating herself again before the Murti and staring at Parvati Ma. She fell silent. Mata sat beside her and waited for the woman to begin. Finally, she spoke in a halting voice. My name is Chandrika. I was married to a promising young sage. Our guru so believed in my husband's abilities that he began to send his students to him. After some time, we established a small hermitage not far from our guru, and as word spread, more students began to come. I saw the way they admired my husband, and I took great pride in him. Perhaps that was my weakness, she murmured. Her voice grew firm, almost bitter. Then one day she appeared. She said her name was Maya, daughter of a great sage. She came with an offering of food, which of course we could not refuse. She was beautiful and very clever. That soon became apparent. A most entrancing fragrance followed her wherever she went, captivating the students, who jumped to fulfill her every desire. After a few days of seeing this, I became alarmed. Beneath her beauty, I could discern a smirk as she gained this strange power over everyone in the hermitage. I tried to warn my husband, but he chastised me, saying she was a celestial being who had chosen our hermitage because of this level of spiritual attainment. I began to feel something I had never felt before from my husband, almost disdain for me, as if I had become a hindrance. This wounded me greatly, and so I stopped protesting. As she showered attention on my husband, I could see his pride mounting, but I thought that because of his years of meditation, he would not succumb to her wiles. I tried to believe him that she was a celestial being. I don't know how long she was there. It seemed like years, but I think it was only weeks, perhaps not even. I awoke one morning to find her gone, my husband with her. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you for listening. Please do watch complete videos and do let me know through comments how is it going. And a thumb rule: watch, like, comment and share. Keep supporting me. Thank you once again. Jai Shri Ram.